Hey everyone, it's Luann and I'm here with my very first altered canvas. I don't even know what to call it. If it's an altered canvas or mixed media. I've never done anything like this, so I'm just gonna go with altered canvas. But if you guys have seen any of my other videos, you'll know that, great, I can't talk now. You'll know that I don't usually post pictures of my kids or myself. But I was really, oh my gosh, as I was making this project, like, have you ever made anything and just the more you look at it and the more you add to it, it just brings just this gigantic smile to your face? Well, this was my it project. This picture that you're looking at is of me and my daughter, or sorry, my daughter and I, a couple of weeks ago at my mom's house. We were just playing around and we took a picture with my phone, and you know, those phone pictures are usually never that great, the quality wise, that is. And I just really loved the way the picture came out, so I wanted to frame it, and I'm like, oh well, I'll just put it on a canvas. And I ended up just going a little bit crazy with it. So this is the canvas that I made, and it's an 8 by 10. I'm pretty sure it's 8 by 10. And let's see, I don't even know where to get started from. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the paper that I used in the background, which you can't even see anymore, is the Primrose from DCWV, and I actually prepped the whole canvas first with gelatos that I got from Kara. Her YouTube channel is ScrapAtizer. And I kind of did it with the pinks, and I was actually going for like a pink look, and it ended up kind of going kind of grungy. So I love it. I actually like the way it came out, but I don't know if my daughter will like it because she's very much a pink princess girl. So I used pink gelatos, and then along with the pink gelatos, I ended up getting some soft pastels from Michael's that I was just trying out. So I used that in the background. And then the paper, the Primrose paper, I ended up sealing with Mod Podge. And that's this paper here. Oh, and I absolutely have not washed my hands. Look at my hands. This is the first time, like, I've gotten, okay, this is the first time I have had my embossing gun and my glue guns. They're all clean, no paint, no glue, no nothing. My glue gun now has paint on it, and so does my embossing gun, which I have to say I'm kind of proud of myself because of that. Anyway, so this is part of the Primrose paper here, and there's some script here and here, and this is part of the Primrose paper as well. And I ended up putting right here, these are some of the rolled lace flowers that I've made recently. Here, let me bring this up this way. So that's this here, and then just a butterfly from my daughter's hair things that just broke, and I just kept it to use. And this is another rolled flower, or sorry, I have a tutorial on how I made this. It's one of my seam binding flower tutorials, the second one, the continued one. So there's that one and this one, and I ended up, for this one, I grunched up with a little bit of cinnamon paint, and this one I grunched up with some gold paint, acrylic paint. And then I have a little bead flourish here from MB's Treasurista, and here's a Tim Holtz crown. And I don't know if you can see some of the script in the back. This is actually a ledger stencil from, I think it's Crafter's Workshop. I'd actually ordered one a while ago, and actually had, I ordered a bunch of stuff and my package got stolen from my house, so I was really bummed, and my husband actually went and tried to get me some of the things that went missing. So this was it, and he actually got me a couple of other stamps and some trims. So, but this is a ledger stencil, and then this here, this was me playing with clay, with the is it Sculpey? Yeah, the Sculpey clay. I'm gonna show you what I did real quick. So basically what I did is I grabbed some Sculpey clay, I rolled it up, and this is what I did. I used my stencils to make this, and I absolutely love the way this came out. And here's the other one that I did, and this is another one. This one has script, and I'm going to briefly go over how I did that. I'm pretty sure someone has a tutorial on it somewhere. But this is one of the stencils that I used, which is right here. But I used it on the actual canvas. But these are the stencils that I have. I have the 6x6, and then I have these tiles from a hardware store. Oh my god, Home Depot? I'm pretty sure that's a hardware, yeah, Home Depot. I got these from Home Depot, and you roll out your clay directly onto this tile, and you put your stencil over it, and then I used my brayer to just brayer over it, and the stencil stuck to the clay. So it gave this really nice, you peel it off and you have this really nice impression. I like it. It's not a deep impression, but it's really nice. And you can see here that my clay is not thick at all, so it's very bendy because I didn't know how long to bake it for, so I baked it for 6 minutes. But you can actually break it apart, which I loved. And this is actually using the stamp. This is one of the stamps that Kara sent me. And the only thing is I ended up getting a little bit of the clay stuck into the stamp. I cleaned it off, but it was a little hard to do. The first time it was fine, but the second time I made the impression, it was a little hard. So I really liked the way it came out. And this one I have right here. So let's see, I'll move this to the side. So that's this right here. This one's the script, and I stamped over it with some butterflies. But before that, I inked it with my bronze. Oh my god, it's one of the Tim Holtz bronze. It's like a bronze dauber thing. I don't know what it's called. And then there's a little one with the bricks, and then here's the Harlequin there. And I stamped it with, oh my god, can you see it? I stamped it with like really tiny flowers that Kara sent me, some stamps that Kara sent me. And here is a lock from my stash that I gessoed and then put gold paint over it, but you can't really see it on camera. And then here's a wing, Tim Holtz wing, and some flourish that Kara sent me. And there's more stenciling. And then here I have this trim I got from Misty at MB's Treasurista. And I sprayed, I was really kind of going all over the place with the colors, and you can see in the back, because I didn't glue down the back, but you can see in the back kind of all of the colors that I used. But I really liked the way it came out, and it really matched my project. And then I have a metal piece from Tim Holtz, and then here's my other brick piece, let's see, with butterfly stamped on it. And this is part of the metal embellishments that Kara sent me. And then here's another Tim Holtz key. It says heart with some seam binding that I colored, and a wing, again from Tim Holtz. And more stenciling with modeling paste. Let's see, what else is there on here? I think that's it. So I used the gelatos, and then I used the cinnamon acrylic paint. I used gold acrylic paint, silver acrylic paint, and like this, it was kind of like this color, like this kind of deep burgundy reddish color. So I kind of went all over with it and just smeared it and smudged it all over the place. And I ended up spraying the canvas before I put down all my elements, or once the paper was down, with Lindy's Stamp Gang. And when I sprayed it, I didn't realize it was gonna dull my color out. Like, it really dulled my color out. It was very shimmery, but my color was just really dull. So I ended up having to go over it with more of the acrylic paint. So I think that's everything. Oh, and the picture, I went around it with some gesso from Kara. Thank you, Kara. And then I went around it again with some gold acrylic paint. And the picture, the only thing that's over the picture is this love brick right here, because I printed this on my computer and it's not a great picture. So if it ends up kind of getting a little wonky, I can take it off and put another picture. So I think that's it. I really, really love the way it came out. It's my very first altered canvas, and I love it. I was really going more for like the girly side with the, you know, like pinks and the lavender and just very girly pastel colors, and it just didn't work out that way. But it's okay. I love it, and like, you should see me, like, my smile is from ear to ear right now. So yeah, this is my project, my altered canvas, my very first one. I'm very excited. So this is actually gonna go on my hallway. If my husband lets me, he better, because I can nag like nobody. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you like this technique with the Sculpey. I actually bought the Sculpey a long time ago thinking I would be a great sculptor. Actually, no. I bought it to kind of play with it, and I never did. So last night I was trying to see if I can make some replicas of some molds that I have, but it wasn't working because it's too soft. So I ended up doing this instead, and I really do love how it came out. These little pieces here. I wish I I hope baking it for 6 minutes was fine. But see, you can see the detail. Anyway, again, this is my project. Thank you guys so much for watching, and you guys have a happy crafty day. Bye.